Hey everyone, this is Sniper here for NationZero.com, and I'm going to be doing another League of Legends cast for you. This will be a classic mode 5v5, and I just recently finished my exams, and I have not played League of Legends in a month, and this is my absolutely very first match back after my month-long break. So I decided I wanted to share this one with you guys just so you can watch all the rookie mistakes I do. I wanted to do a spectator mode match for the first one, but the file that was sent to me ended up being corrupted, so you guys get this one instead.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So I hope you guys enjoy this. It should be interesting. And yeah, let's talk teams. On my team, we will see Israel, Morgana, Rammus, Teemo, and Garen, me. Obviously, I picked Garen on my first time back, because what's better than spin to win when you can't remember how the controls are for anything? And on the other team is Jax, Talon, Rammus, Ahri, and Master Yi. We have a mirror matchup of Rammus, so should be, let's hope no one gets confused there, especially me. For items, most of us took Duran's openers, Rammus taking a regrowth pendant and a health potion. We're going to see Talon coming into the bottom here, and he's going to, sorry, a little tab here. He's going to take a quite massive amount of damage from Teemo and myself. And bottom lane, we're going to see Talon and Yi against Teemo and myself. Top lane, we're going to see Rammus against Rammus and Morgana. And I believe they have a jungler. Ignite used by Morgana to just do a little bit extra damage there. I'm not sure if she thought she could get the kill. Teemo down here at quite a low amount of health at the moment. But we haven't seen Jax yet, which is a little strange. I'm not sure if he's jungling or what he's up to, but Yi will get first blood right there. Takes down Teemo. Teemo shouldn't have hung around maybe as long as he did. So now what we're going to see is I'm going to have to hug under the tower here against two enemies that are, well, one is melee, so that shouldn't, Yi's melee shouldn't be too difficult for me. And we're going to see the emergence of Jax here. Right on top, going to take down Morgana, and Rammus is going to be forced to kind of hang back. Fortunately for him, these are both melee champions, and he can deal fairly easily with them. They're going to be forced to come right up to him and take hits from the tower if they want to attack him. In the middle here, Israel and Ahri. Unfortunately, I have a tendency to continuously call her Arya. Her name is Ahri, so if I call her Arya, you know, feel free to point that out at some point, but I know she's Ahri. I just am really bad at speaking English or any other language for that matter. We're going to see a little bit of a skirmish up top here, but looks like no one's going to take any major damage. We don't have, because this is not spectator mode, we don't have health bars regenerating in real time, with the exception of anyone within my particular line of sight. But yeah. So we're gonna see. Let's go back to looking at items here quickly. Actually, we'll focus down on this here because we're hiding in the bush, hoping that they get close. On the other team, Vampiric Scepter for Master Yi, very common opener. Really like that. Master Yi he's very strong when he opens with lifesteal, and very strong having lots of lifesteal. Spin to win, going in here, gonna hit a lot of the minions. Gonna take a lot of damage from the minions, however, and Talon's gonna turn back onto Teemo. Teemo can't afford to be taking a lot of large hits like that. He's not a very tough character, not a very tough champion. Garen, on the other hand, can take a lot of hits, has his massive health regen passive, super helpful, and he can clean up massive waves of minions like nothing with his spin to win, especially later. But these two, thanks to Teemo, are spotted. I'm going to have to try to be back out here, but I flash out, and I believe they will get me. Yeah, the Ignite does get me, but, you know, that's... what can be said? I personally, I hate Ignite. It bothers me. Really nice to use, really nice to ignite someone and kill them with it, but I'm always on the wrong end of it. And we're gonna see a fight up top here with Rammus taking stun, but our Rammus will fall. Enemy Rammus is just gonna saunter around the side here, and Morgana is gonna be between the two of them. And it says Morgana did get Jax there. I didn't see what happened because he did go into the brush there, but it appears she did get him, and very nice skill shot on the stun. Continually in the middle here, we're going to see Israel and Ari trading skill shot blows. And it looks like Israel has her a little out farmed. Not all that much, but he does have her also under the tower here, taking a couple hits, or taking a hit from the tower, which is not good for him. But did force her under the tower, did force her to lose even a couple more on him. And yeah, he's gonna force it right back under the tower again. So Israel has Ari in a good position. He's forcing her to stay back. He's using his range, and he's going to jump on top of her. Let's see if he can get her. She's going to ignite him. He's going to be forced away from the tower, and he will kill her. Will the ignite take him down? I can't really tell. No, he's got plenty of health. He should have no problem whatsoever getting out of there, unless someone comes diving on top of him. We know mostly where everyone is. Jax is up here, trying to dive on top. Jax will get Morgana, and the tower's going to hit him a few times. The ignite will finish him off. Rammus will finish him off, rather, using the Ignite, and we're going to have a Rammus versus Rammus headbutt fight. The two of them are just going to duke it out, and then they're going to part their separate ways. Enemy Rammus will back out of there, but yeah, and then our Rammus is going to clean up some creep. Looking at the mirror matchup, our Rammus, which is a tank, has a little more farm. Farm is not very necessarily a great thing with tank. Enemy Rammus having a couple of assists, 1 kill, and just all in all, we're going to see something interesting down here fairly soon, I believe. We just keep getting pushed on the turret here, which is not good for our last hitting, because the tower has a tendency to take them, just like it did there. But going back to the mirror matchup, we're going to see the enemy Rammus coming in with a Fairy Charm. So he's going to get that mana regen. Same thing here. He's going to get some mana, he's going to get the Philosopher's Stone, but he's going to get the added benefit of health regen as well. See here, you got the health regen, and you also have the gold. He's getting extra gold for all the time that pardon me, overtime. And as I've said before, I'm a huge fan of gold items. I've seen some very successful builds where they stack the gold items. You don't see them very often. Teemo's going to be in trouble here as Talon pops his ult, takes a couple hits from the turret, but you can see that Garen's going to be in trouble here. He will get one of them, cannot turn and get Talon as well, but did get Master Yi. Master Yi having quite a bit of lifesteal by this point, and we're actually going to see another kill up here as they get Rammus. So, and Ari's going to push under the turret here. Looks like she took a shot from it, but going to get a little bit of damage for it. This turret is taking some damage from minion wave here. Going back to items, however, I can't remember who I was trying to look at the moment. Myself, picking up Boots of Speed. You're going to notice I'm probably going to do a little bit of a weird build here. First time back in a little while. I'm not sure if they made any changes to Garen, because I was completely removed from the gaming world for almost a month. So, pardon me if it's a really bad build, because I just started losing track of everything as I was going through the game, and it did not turn out well. But yes, Master Yi. Master Yi is currently building. Okay, so he's got a little bit of lifesteal. He's got his 12% on the Vampiric, and he's gonna have the best friend sword, which is absolutely. It's good to have. He's got it fairly early, does a lot of damage. He could use it to. He could use to start implementing a little bit of attack speed in there to get the get that damage out there faster. But he's going to jump on top of Teemo here, and as you can see, just each hit doing a full bar of health. Teemo just ticking it away, and the Ignite with Talon throwing down his blades. Teemo will be forced out of there, not going to go down, but will be forced to back away. And up top here, Morgana being forced on the turret. She's going to have to try to repel both of these, and Jack's going to be forced out of there by the turret shots. Both of them actually are going to have to leave, and it appears as though both of us have fallen. No, sorry. I have fallen, and I also took out Talon with me. So, 1 for 1 there. Kill suicide. I believe the turret actually finished him. I only got credit for it. For some reason, he's requesting aid at the turret. Gank mid, he says. It appears these two will come down to oblige him. So we'll see. This could be interesting. We'll see if Ahri actually does get caught up in this. She's backing away now. Israel's trying to stay back, trying to let the minions push in a little bit, but he's helping it out a little, and he really shouldn't be. He should be letting her push it in so that she can come forward. Then Rammus can initiate his power ball, come rolling in, destroy this, and get the gank. Now, what we're seeing here, though, is Morgana is forced back on the turret here. These two they're not really pushing in under the turret. So I think they're wary of exactly where Rammus is. And Ahri's going to back out because she knows something is fishy, that both Israel and Rammus have disappeared. But she's going to move forward here, and could she be in serious trouble? Powerball, here it comes. Here comes the gank, and Ahri flashes back. She is going to get hit by the powerball, using her ult to escape out of there, though. Ahri being such a slippery champion with her ult, she can move at high speeds across short areas, and just very, very good at avoiding all that contact. However, she is going to be ignited. Not going to fall though. It says she had about 300 HP left, and Rammus is going to go hide in the bush, hoping. No, he's going to go back now. Not going to hope that she's going to return. Only about 450. So, yeah. That was an interesting gank. It was fairly well executed, but the issue is that Ahri is she's so slippery. She's such a good champion for avoiding damage. Now you're gonna see Teemo has fallen here, and I didn't think I could get the kill. I probably should have dove in there and been able to pick that up. I had already used the ult, and everything else was on cooldown. And as many of you will know, Garen is only limited by his cooldown. I probably could have picked up either Yi or Talon. I didn't notice at the time that Talon was so low on health. And a very helpful ping by someone there is going to advise me to back up. And we will probably see Jax coming down here any minute now. So, yeah. That was one of those regrettable mistakes of things that you do when you're out of practice. I didn't know where Talon went, and I should have given chase. I should have been able to take him out. He was out of his ult. He was out of pretty much everything. Health, mana. He should have fallen there, and I should have been able to take him. And what resulted was an unavenged death for our team. And we can't really afford those. We've died 11 times to their 7. I am completely not helping with 3 deaths to 2 kills. And no assists. Teemo's going to be sitting forward, trying to lure them off into the brush here, into his mushrooms. But we shouldn't be doing this. We should be trying to just farm up as much as possible because they have a level advantage on us. And we're going to see Jax fall up top here to what looked was just good positioning by by Rammus and Morgana. And now he's asking for another gank because he cannot take her alone. This is right when Ahri first came out, when this game was, well, not first, but very close to first came out, when Ahri was first recorded here, or when Ahri was recorded in this game. So she hasn't been patched or anything, so this is her on her, as her release was. And a huge stun by Morgana, and they should be able to put substantial damage to her, and there she goes again. Slippery as ever, Ahri backs out of there. They did lay down a very large amount of damage on her, but it's just so difficult to tie up Ahri when she has that ult. You need to get her when her ult is on cooldown, but it does have a very quick cooldown, fairly quick. It's not super fast, but she's got a fairly good cooldown. Rammus is going to be turning back here, and he will take on Jax. They will ignite him, and he will be chasing Ezreal out. Rammus backs out the wrong direction and is now going to be faced with the second 2 versus 1, and they clean up both of those 2-0 unanswered kills. And Rammus saying, really, but Rammus should have come back in there and should have pulled the damage back onto him so Ezreal could have done most of the damage himself. Teemo will get Jax up in the brush here, and Teemo's going to try for Ahri. Going to get a lot of poison damage on her. Can he get her? Will the poison take her out? As she's off screen here, I'm not sure what's happening quite yet. And poison should have run up by now. Will not get her. And we're going to see... looks like we're going to see pushing now because of the other teams being... having fallen, and they're still back at their base, I would think. Let's take a look at items. With a Jax and a Master Yi on the field, we see Rammus taking a Thorn Mail, which is a very good addition. Thorn Mail is so very strong against, especially Master Yi, returning that damage back to him. Morgana going to be jumped on here by Talon, and just teleporting at the last, Garen just teleporting at the last second here. He's going to be forced to slide up underneath and go to the turret because he cannot take on 2 level 11s as a level 9 by himself. Or by myself, rather. And we're going to see, looks to be a 3v2, and then will they string each other out to dry here? They're all going to get separated. Those two are going to leave Rammus to fight it out with 3 champions, and Rammus just cannot handle that kind of damage. I'm not sure what to say about that. They were obviously low. Rammus probably should have peeled back, but by the same token, they should have helped. That was poor communication, and in a game where communication is mainly through typing, I mean, poor communication happens. But so we're gonna see a push onto the inner turret here, the second turret. And the upper turret, the top lane turret, is going to be taking some damage from this minion wave here. It still says at 1300. It is obviously not. That is because of the whole health bar is not in real time. And this turret is dangerously low, to the point where they could probably dive onto it and get it down before we get too much damage on them. with Garen here and with the mushrooms, we could lay down a curtain of damage that's pretty strong. Garen doing, as you can see up in the description here, doing over 200 damage per second with his spin to win. It's called Judgment. Everyone calls it spin to win, however. He does a lot of damage with that. Just lay down an area of damage with it. But it's not strong enough to be dealing with someone like Master Yi, who has lifesteal, attack speed, and he's always got that ever powerful best friend sword. Getting in there, and he'll get his nose in there, just do serious amount of damage, especially when he drops his Highlander ultimate. And Jax falls, I believe that was middle. Nope, sorry, that was top. Morgana saying Jax munchies. Because as of now, she is pretty much eating up Jax. And we're going to see Ahri forced to ult out of there once again. I believe that was an ult. And they're going to be chasing Israel here. As he's going to be running away. And he will use his abilities to try and get out of there in time. But he will be, it looks like he was, pardon me, it looks like they used a summoner spell on him, exhaust possibly, likely, and they will get him, as now we are seeing, actually no one around, as Talon and Master Yi both fell down in the lane here. And I'm sorry I missed that, but it was probably a pretty good fight. So, Morgana's going to be trying to pushing the middle lane here. Jax is back, and he is pushing the top once again. Let's take a look at items. Brutalizer for Garen, very useful item because of that cooldown reduction and the armor penetration. And it's a very good item to have. Combined with the Avarice Blade, they make the Yomu's Ghost Blade. I rarely take Yomu's until later game because Avarice is once again a gold gaining item, and you know how much of a fan I am. And I just get out of here in time for Talon to take a mushroom to the face. Doesn't get the hit on me to slow me down. I get back, heal up, grab some items. And once again, speaking of items, Teemo is going to be under the turret here, and Master Yi should have no trouble dropping this, and Teemo is going to be forced to evacuate. Can he get out of there in time? No, they will jump on top of him, and they will get Teemo. They'll take a few shots from the turret, not enough to do any severe damage. Jax could be in trouble, though. He is sandwiched right in between Ezreal, Morgana, and Rammus. Rammus powerballing up. Can he chase him? Can he get to him in time? He is going to be peeling over to his support characters, and oh no, we're going to see a 4v3, and they're going to get Jax. They will get Ahri as well, but they will, the enemy team will turn on Morgana. They will get Morgana, and they are now chasing Ezreal. They will attack Ezreal, and Teemo might be able to get Master Yi. He will probably have to pop his heal, assuming he uses heal. But no, I will actually turn back and I will grab Master Yi here. Can I kill him? Can I finish him off? He's speeding out of there, and I dropped the ult. Maybe not the best use of the ult, but I did want to finish him off, and I did get him. So, turn back here, and I'm going to clean up some of this minion creep wave here. And looking up here, I have an absolute spam of items. I should probably start compiling those into higher level items. Teemo, building an attack damage Teemo, not my favorite. I don't feel he scales to late game properly, but that's totally up to the player. I just personally do not like him. Rammus using 2 gold gaining items here with the Heart of Gold and the Philosopher's Stone. Very good to stack those. They do stack as long as they are different items, different gold gaining items. If you continue to use the same one, the effect will not stack. And Jax could be caught in the middle once again, but will back out. And you're going to have to excuse me for a second because this is going for a while. I need some water. Okay. And we're back to the action. Right down at the bottom here. Everyone is jumping on Teemo here. Teemo's trying to run away. It does lead Ahri through a mushroom. Ahri's going to take some damage from that. And now I'm going to be forced to back out here. Stunned, but we'll get the... we'll pop my Q here to fly out of there. Getting that nice little speed boost. That combined with the +3 boots of speed. That's not what they're called, I don't believe. I keep forgetting what they are. Boots of swiftness. Speed, swiftness, same thing. But, yeah, +3, getting out of there super fast, and all 4 of them are down here right now. I'm trying to spin to win, do as much damage as possible, and force them to take damage from the turret. Master Yi is going to fall, but Morgana will fall before she can get Jax. They should have no issues getting this turret, but Rammus is going to take quite a bit of damage here. Unfortunately, we have no one in the area to clean them up, and there are 2, if not 3, low health players right in this area. Teemo is going to be standing there hoping that someone descends on him, and he will get a few shots off on Ahri. Just a little bit, do a little extra damage. Will not get a kill there though. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of hostility, and we're going to see a nice ult here. And he will pick up the Rammus, but Ahri does pick him up. And a double kill by Rammus using his massive ground shaking ult to take out both Ahri and Jax. So all that's left on the field right now is Talon. Master Yi actually is back as he died way earlier. So he is revived now. A little bit of a creep wave pushing down here. I'm going to guess someone will come up here to deal with this in a second. Morgana going to take on blue. Teemo going to take on the wolves. Morgana should have no problem cleaning that up. There it goes. So Morgana's going to take blue buff. And her and I are going to push this lane here. Once again, looking at items. Their Rammus has taken a Thorn Mail as well, which I don't think that is the best investment for him. We don't have champions like Jax and Master Yi. We have myself, who can be affected by that, but I mean, really, we don't have a lot of damage dealers from. I guess we do have Ezreal, and he does do direct damage. So, I suppose that's probably more who he's focused on there with that item. We're going to take out both this tower and Ahri there. So, should have no troubles pushing this lane down a little, and we'll get a little bit of damage here, maybe. Pardon me, no. Master Yi is there, and so he's going to ward us off. But we're going to catch Talon out of position and do a little bit of extra damage on him. Forced to back out because we just got a little too close to the turret there. But Master Yi going to step in the way there and take a bunch of damage. And Rammus is sitting just a little too high. Could he be in trouble here? And a beautiful stun by Morgana. Drops her Blackpool, doing tons of damage. And we see a flash. I do drop the ult. I take out Talon. And then Master Yi falls shortly after to the shot by Ezreal, and Ezreal also takes one last quick skill shot there, pops Rammus, and that was a 3 unanswered kills, almost even up the score here. Unfortunately, we don't have a gold counter in this one, and Ahri gonna chase down Ezreal here, getting a nice skill shot. She could be in trouble though. Will she also pick up Morgana? She will pick up Morgana there. And but she does fall, doing Ahri coming in here, showing exactly what she's good for, being an assassin, and just takes down 2 low health players, and drops Garen down quite low as well. Teemo chasing Jax, maybe not the best plan. He does have that stun, Morgana saying, don't chase. Very good advice. Someone should get up here, probably Rammus, to clean this up. Or Rammus or Teemo would be fine. Teemo would get up there faster. But this turret is going to sit here and take some damage. Teemo's going to speed up there, using his move quick ability to get on up there as quick as possible. It appears as though Rammus used a teleport to get up there in time. Pardon me. And yeah, while we wait for them to push into here a little, let's bring up the items tab again. Rammus has built a force of nature, very strong, but very good against magic. Not so much magic damage on the other team. I would have focused on even a little more armor. He may be trying to target Ahri with that. Jax could be in trouble. You're going to flash out of there. Also use his jump. Force to back away. Spin to win right in the middle there. Clean up the minions. And I'm caught sorely out of position, having to run right through... well, actually, that was our Morgana's Blackpool, mind you. But spin to win once again, standing in the middle of it all, going to take a lot of damage, hopefully turning some of it back, and Rammus going to turn back, and will he get him? Yes, he should be able to clean up the, cleans up Master Yi, but is left once again, hung out to dry, 4-1. He'll do as much damage as possible, and he will clean up 2 of them, thanks to that Ezreal ultimate ability there, just dropping him to such an attainable amount of health. And was able to clean them up because of that, but Israel is forced to stay under the turret here, but with 2 people still alive. And yeah, Talon's saying that tremor, yes, that tremor was just so deadly, and compounded by Ezreal's perfect shot that was able to hit all of the enemy team. And we're going to see Ahri checking out the nice Santa Hat Baron. As you can tell, this is the there are some of the holiday modifications in here. It was fought on the summer map, on the Summoners Rift. But you can see here we've got the nice little reindeer antlers and the Santa hats, or Christmas hats rather. Holiday hats, if you prefer to call them that, I suppose. Gonna clean up that, and we could see a fight down here. Some residual gold icons there. Talon is gonna be standing, kind of hoping to bait some down. I guess Rammus might take the bait. He is gonna chase Talon up by the river there, do some damage to him. Teemo's gonna chase. Ahri gonna jump in there. Jax as well. And this could be a very bad situation for our team. We do have the flanks on them though, and we'll see Teemo fall, followed by Rammus. And we're going to get Talon and forced to back out of there, because there is absolutely nothing we can do. Hopefully, yes, Yi will get Ezreal there. And so I'm forced to stand under the turret, and we're going to see a surrender vote come up for our team. Everyone says no. And I obviously agreed with that. I don't feel that surrender is necessary. We are severely outkilled. But I think one good push still could win this game. It's highly unlikely. The game is being swung heavily in the favor of the blue team, of the enemy team. Teemo is going to come in here, try to do a little bit of extra damage, but is going to fall under the turret to Jax. Teemo is just not strong enough to stand in there alone against 2 champions. Jax should fall here, though, thanks to Morgana and Rammus. Ahri going to be forced to push back, but Rammus will get in there, stun her, and then force her to turn back with that taunt. Blackpool dropping down, and they are going to get Ahri, stunning Master Yi at the same time. Master Yi falls, and gonna start swinging that kill count back in our favor. but tons of damage being dropped directly onto Morgana. Gonna force her to fall, but Talon could be in trouble here with a Powerball Yi or Powerball Rammus chasing him, as well as Garen, and he will die here. Huge ult, probably a waste of the ult, not necessary to use it there. But yeah, thank you to Rammus for that taunt, pulling him back in. And once again, I'm going to take a quick water break here while we have this short lull. Because these games just keep going longer and longer. So once again, looking at items. Teemo having an Infinity Edge, trying to go for critical chance and lifesteal, which is not necessarily Teemo's strengths. Damage is better than attack speed, but in my mind, I'd rather see him as an AP hero. Jax will be in some serious trouble here with Rammus and Master Yi, and also Ezreal jumping in to steal that kill, apparently. Just showing up for the last couple seconds there. Yeah, KS Ezreal. That was not really his kill to take, but everyone does need kills. Ezreal, not as much as the others. He's sitting on 8. Teemo could use a few kills, because Teemo, all he's doing seems to be dying a lot. But really, it's totally okay that, yeah, see, sorry, that was Garen's. I say, man, I don't really care. Because everyone needs kills. As long as that gold stays within our team and some minion didn't take it, I am totally fine with that. Because I can clean up the, go hunt some wildlife here to get a little bit of extra gold. Not a whole bunch, mind you, but it's extra. It's not a kill's worth. Back on items, I've picked up a best friend sword to do all that extra damage. Rammus once again picking up a Philosopher's Stone, trying to get even more gold. We're going to see Ezreal just now picking up his own best friend sword to do all that extra damage. Ezreal dropping his ult here, going to try and clip these people with it, and I think he clipped Yi, but I don't think he's going to be able to save Rammus here. Actually, those Teemo Shrooms actually have been able to slow everyone else enough that Rammus has been able to get out of there. And Morgana dropping the Black Pool and her stun. Huge amounts of damage. Big spin. And a big ult there. And we will see 3 unanswered kills for our team. Evening up that score. We are only 1 kill back now. And this is why I say a game is never... It's rarely outside the ability of a team to win. If they start working together. I'm going to turn back. I'm going to try to take on Jax. Jax taking huge amounts of damage from my Thornmail. But really, I didn't have the health to do it. I was hoping to sacrifice myself in order to get someone else that kill. And as it turns out, Ezreal would take the kill and Teemo would pick up one of his own. And we are now still 1 kill back in the kill count. We've got an ace though, and should be pushing. I don't know what's going on here. Teemo is shrooming up, trying to make sure we know if they attempt to take Baron. But these lanes need to be pushed down. Rammus is doing it right. He's getting in there, and he's going to push this up. But 3 out of 5 are back among the living, and will show up any second now to push him away. And Rammus will powerball out of there when the enemy Rammus shows up. Now we're going to see Teemo here. Potentially, well, I thought that was the enemy Rammus. No, that's our Rammus. He's not in trouble. Our Rammus is going to have to leave there, though. Because I believe if he gets in 1v1 against against Master Yi, there could be trouble for him. Although he is currently sitting on both the Sunfire Cape and the Thornmail. Tons of armor. tons of damage directed right back at a melee unit, so Master Yi will have so much trouble fighting him. But 3v1, 4v1 would be very deadly. All 5 are right here, and this could be very, very bad for anyone that gets in its way. And I don't think we are aware of this, because we have 2 people down at the bottom here trying to push this around. We got this in the bag, says Rammus. I don't know if his confidence is his confidence might be overstated. It's never in the bag, as the other team may have thought they had it in the bag when they were up by so many kills, and we've evened the kill score right up. They will get a turret, get the extra universal gold, and as you can see, everyone here is all camping down here, hoping someone comes across. They won't. We will be forced to chase up in there, and hopefully we can get on top of this thing before they get our inhibitor. Rammus going to pop them up, and we will get in there, destroy them. Talon being forced to run out of there. Will he get out of there in time? He will get away from us, back to his units, but we are going to be able to do supreme amounts of damage to his friends here. So much damage. Morgana takes out Master Yi. Teemo takes out Rammus. And Ahri using her ult to escape, but is going to turn back to try and kill me, and will she? No! It is going to be reversed on her thanks to some damage output by my teammates, and I will pick up that kill. And this is just a massively huge amount of kills for this game. We currently have 3 more than the opposing team. As we cleaned out that entire team fight, it turned out so well for us. You can see, Ahri's Ninetales just sitting there. Master Yi, however, is getting very, very scary. He's got 999. He's got 2 Phantom Dancers, and one Phantom Dancer for Yi is strong. 2 just makes him incredibly strong. Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, and he's got those Berserker Greaves, which, though useful, maybe not the best ones to buy for Master Yi. They're useful though. They serve their purpose. And now 1v1 Talon against Rammus. Talon's going to be forced to run away, but he did get the red buff. And it appears as though Rammus will be trying to leave. He's going to be in trouble here as they both find him and they turn back on him. And Rammus will have nowhere to go, nowhere to run, taking tons of damage. And Talon still having some damage here, but we both knew that we couldn't, there's nothing we could do here. We tried to get down to help him, but seeing all those bodies down there, we did decide to turn tail and run away. Wait till Morgana could come down and reinforce us, because 3 versus 4 is a reasonably fair fight. 4 versus 1, a completely one-sided, just destroying Jax there as he got way out of position. I mean, to his credit, he didn't know we'd be here, but he should have known that we'd be close. They had no idea where we were, and running by yourself when you don't know where the enemy team is very, very dangerous. But now we have to get back and defend, because they could have someone in our base in a matter of seconds. I'm taking the shortest possible path to get in front. And we see Talon and Ahri pushing middle, trying to get a creep wave in there so that they can take out the inhibitor. And right here we're going to see everyone clumping at middle, and they're going to go Baron. Can we get up there in time to stop them? And I don't believe we will. They got the initial attack, and it's taken us a while to get there. Morgana will drop the Blackpool, and there will also be an attack there. Did we steal it? No, we did not. But we will pick up 1 kill, and I will pick up an assist, a 2nd kill there by Israel. 3rd kill, Israel picking up Ahri as well. And Israel just, he's on 13 kills now. He's starting to look very, very strong. But, I mean, there is always someone to match him on the other team. 2 11 kills, Talon and Ahri both sitting on 11 kills. but we are starting to pull away in the kill count, which means we have a massive gold advantage, and I'm not sure what the ping all the way back here was. I believe it's because Ramus just is, he's been sitting here for a while. And I'm going to take a couple hits from the turret, no big deal though, because the turret is not doing all that much damage. And I'm going to be forced back by, or I'm going to have to force Jax to back away, and I will take him out with my ult. Jax versus Garen 1v1. Jax usually will win that fight in my opinion, but with the addition of my Thornmail armor in this game, the Thornmail has been super helpful, causing anyone who attacks me with normal attacks to take a percentage of damage back against them, which is so incredibly strong when it comes to fights with Master Yi or Jax. And so Jax does not fare so well in he doesn't fare so well when it comes down to 1v1 in this case. So now we're all waiting here in the brush, hoping to catch them by surprise. But there are 5 of them. Actually, sorry, there's only 4 of them right now. So this could be a good fight. But they do have one Baron buff here, and there's going to be huge amounts of damage. But 2 of us fall immediately. All 4 of us fall almost instantly. We only took 1 with us. We took Master Yi down with us. They will have 4 of their men alive to R1. And they will start pushing up the middle here. Jax will start pushing up the outside. And he's going to come screaming in right for this turret. I don't even think he's going to wait for a creep wave, even though he's got a massive one here. And they are going to do everything in their power to get this. Yes, he'll come up middle here. Ramus is going to try and delay them from getting the inhibitor here. I just don't think he's going to be able to. No, they will get the inhibitor, and they're going to push onto the next towers. They can get this inhibitor as well. And they take out Jax. We've got a little bit of creep showing up here to try and stop this. But there's just so much stuff here. So they've got their creep, they've got Ramus, and he will get 1 turret. The next turret is probably going to fall here. Everyone is just popping them back to life now. We've got 4 people back, and they're all going to come flowing down here trying to clean some up. We'll get Jax, and we will turn back here, and we will also get Ahri. Can we get Ramus? Ramus will powerball out of there so very fast. But turning back, looking at this massive creep wave. Did some damage here, cleaned up a turret, and also partially killed the inhibitor. And it's not looking good for us. 2 inhibitors down. They still have a whole bunch of turrets. And so even with our superior number of kills, we are going to be forced to try and push and make a good, strong push up the middle here. We have a little bit of time before Jax and Ahri come back, but it's not going to be enough, especially with larger minions, with the super minions on the field, which are very difficult to kill. Now, we're going to see Talon taking a hit there from one of Teemo's mushrooms. And Ramus taking on Jax one-on-one. And as I said, that armor and that Thornmail is just, it's so strong against melee champions. And we pick up Talon there in the brush, so our kill count increases even to an even higher point, and we're going to keep them constantly offset, hopefully keeping them down just enough that we can push out, get some minion waves, and push them away. I mean, we got to get it right up the middle here. We got to push them away. The 2 of us are going to try to push the bottom. Looks like me and Morgana here will attempt to bring this wave down as quick as possible. Try and bust up in here. At the same time, Ezreal is going to have to defend from these 2 super minions that are going to stand here and just tank so much damage. But Ezreal, of course, so strong, does a lot of damage. Massive damage output, 273 damage per basic attack, which does not include his abilities to do extra damage. Now, if we look at the bottom here, Ahri has appeared, so we're going to be forced to back away, because we know with Ahri will come at least one other champion. They have all 5 champions back on their feet now, so we're going to come to the middle, and Master Yi is going to be diving in. He will take a Teemo hit, but he will jump on top of Teemo and should be able to pick him up. Chasing Teemo down does clean him up, and that's not going to look good for us. And a big team fight here, spin to win, and we will see Yi falls, as does Morgana. I fall, and so we get Talon, but we cannot get anyone else. It appears Rammus will die. So, a little bit of lag there. But Rammus can't have much left in him here, as he tries to escape both the enemy Rammus. Yes, he goes down right there. Enemy Rammus and Ahri clean that up, and in our base, killing our dudes is that was just terrible. In our base, killing our dudes was Jax, but Ezreal was able to turn him away, kill him, and we're still seeing a little bit of damage here on our Nexus. And Ahri is going to come sweeping in here. So is the enemy Rammus, and it looks like this could be the GG, as Rammus is just going to start pounding away at this. There's so little health left on it, and there is nothing. There's no time. Everyone is dead, and that is the game. So even though we had the kill advantage nearing the end there, and actually quite a substantial one for a while, a game can always turn around. That being said, though, in this case it really didn't, because they had a very large kill advantage at one point. We turned it back on them to have the kill advantage, but they still had the turret advantage and were able to push back onto the inhibitors. Once those inhibitors fall, the super minions come out. The super minions take so much damage that a good portion of your time, the champion's time, is spent just cleaning up these super minions. So once the inhibitors fall, it's very difficult to come back from that. Plus they got the Baron, and Baron buff is so strong. But all in all, I mean, you could see the whole first game back. I made some rookie mistakes. I pointed a couple of them out. I will continually make those mistakes because I'm not a pro. By no means am I a pro gamer. But very good showing here by the blue team. Very good play on our team by, I'd say, Morgana and Rammus were two very strong players for our team. And I mean, really, what it comes down to is you gotta pick your team compositions. I feel that theirs was very melee heavy. It turned out okay for them, but it could have very easily gone the other way. But apart from that, they had a good team, solid players, and I have nothing else to say about that. So for Nation Zero, this is Snyper saying goodbye and good game.